choice from different choices. You would see, because my aim was to have these type of conversations, out. Have people. Maybe we can talk something or someone will relate.
Do you believe that's when you are free?
Do I believe it's I'm free?
Yeah.
Free in what sense?
In whatever senses that is important to you. Do you feel what's in the places that you want to be most free at, you are limited, or do you think that freedom could be your own personal choice, or your freedom depends sometimes on where you are on other people, and you need those other people to be where you are mentally or wherever for you to exercise certain freedoms or certain choices? Like,
listen, man, I won't lie to you. I've stepped away from using the term freedom recklessly, because what I've learned, you see, sometimes freedom is what they say. Freedom is subjective, in a way. People they think doing certain things, it's just indicating they are free, and other than other people, because you might think just going to a shop at any time and buying food at any time and doing anything you might think going to a club at any time you want with whoever you want and drinking as many as making those type of decisions is just I am free, you feel me? Which is I'm like, cool, that's also the way you're looking at, depending with how your values and whatnot have been instilled in your head. That shaped your way you view reality. So but my freedom, it's when you are able to be yourself anywhere, at any time, with anyone. Where you are being, I wonder if you can be who you are. But in order to be able to be who you are, you need to find out who you are, which is most people, that's why they're lacking. Because it's not something that you can just wake up and be like, now I know myself. I know this is the type of person I am. Man, and it takes time. It takes, you need to get into balls that modify you and make you a certain type of person. Test you, how you are when you're under pressure, and be okay with that personal, that characteristics that actually comes out. How you are if you are put in a situation where you have to forgive but you don't want to forgive. You need to be in all circumstances that are going to shape you to who you are. And then once you become that and you're comfortable with that, carry out that whole energy wherever and whoever at any time. Now you are free.
Manje, do you believe that because it's when again umuntu needs to figure out who they are? Think kuba khona like a realization of, okay, mina ngilo umuntu kanje, or isimo siyamkhanda umuntu, because there's that.
Man,
someone can become someone they did not choose or not initially wanted to become. They never pictured themselves, never thought they would be like this person. But because of situations that came about, those situations then a marker and then made that person into this person. So sometimes people don't find themselves or understand themselves. It will pick a balance between, okay, this is who I am, or this is what the situation has made me become.
It's fun, because now it's like, once you reach the point of who's discovered who you really are, you will know, you will feel it. It's like, I don't know. I watch a lot of talks where I went to Mama Willie Smith type of people, where people who have actually discovered the way of carrying yourself in life. Every time you speak, every time you listen to those type of people, it's like they what they basically saying is, once you reach that point where you're comfortable with who you are and you have discovered who you are and you accept who you are and you love the type of person when I'm this type of people, it's my thing. Anyway, purple is my thing anyway, and I'm comfortable with that. And once you accept that, they basically saying, would say, it's loving yourself unconditionally. That's the hardest thing. Loving yourself unconditionally. Because now, which means even if you find yourself doing the worst in people, doing the worst in life, you need to say, listen, this is who I am. But I'm able to be accountable every time I'm in a wrong. I'm able to take responsibility whenever I know I hit like a pothole type of thing. Which is, that's another thing. But if you're not understanding who you are and you're not accepting who you are, when you hit those potholes, you're gonna think it's just something that's just, taking a dent in your character, and then now you're feeling some type of way about when as a person, and now every time you carry yourself going around in life, you feel like, nah, there are certain things I need to do to accept or feel this emptiness I have, which is, there's a lot you can do. There's a lot happening, in fact, around the world, where people are just taking things just to feel, or just to have that balance.
Sure.
So, but now, I'm sorry, why would you ask me?
Freedom.
Okay, let's flip the question. We're not.
I think Gahamsalana built what you said. It's mostly just discovering who you are and then being able to be comfortable in whatever space. I rest it too much on circumstances or but I still feel to a certain extent there can come a time whereby it feels like our freedom is being taken away, or not taken away, but like it's being guided or protected by certain circumstances that might be beyond our control at that time. So because not everything is in your control.
Give me a scenario where you find yourself in situations where your freedom is inconvenient because of something that you cannot control.
Okay, let's say, for example, if I'm born in a household whereby there's a lot of poverty strict household.
Poverty, that's another topic. Poverty, what is poverty though?
Poverty is the lack
Now, we black people, bro, we've been, man, poverty, okay, I can understand the term in terms of finances.
Yeah.
That's another mental thing. Okay, no, let me go back because we're gonna stray away.
Okay, so poverty in terms of like, the financial restraint that you don't have enough money or resources for you to be able to realize your dream or do what you want to do. So for example, let's say if I was born in a kind of a very, very, very poor household, and I had this dream of becoming a designer. Yeah. I wanna make clothes for a living. That's what I wanna do. Because of understanding what's there's a need entry, so there's money that needs to come now. And me being a designer, it's something that's not gonna happen overnight. It's something that's gonna happen like changing a mind. It's gonna have to take time. It's gonna have to take processes. So this way, not that this way is not gonna work. This way is the long way, right? And Glanji with mine. So I'm gonna have to then decide to take up something like a different career path or a different job that's gonna be able to imani, and then I have to put what I want to do on hold. And so I feel like that is a part of myself that is being taken away by the circumstances of the situation that is beyond my control that I found myself in.
So what you saying, Lucy?
There are certain circumstances in which we find ourselves in that are beyond our control that we have to manage in ways that we had not been prepared or wanted to manage them in that way. Sometimes ukuthi agcina abe in this way
yeah.
and bengayintendanga ukuthi abe lodwa, but for the sake of surviving, that person becomes like that.
Okay, there's this thing I always say. I always tell myself, because I don't usually say out loud. Ukuthi, that's part of being a human being, and it's stages that you need to go through. Because I always take life as a memory card, space with memory card, and then when you're still an infant, your experiences and whatnot, where it's experiences from home, experiences from work, whatever, they basically shape you to be a certain type of person. That's just the way it is.
Everybody's like that.
You feel me? So if you're still young, it's space, because it's not like when you basically are born, you have few experiences. The only experience you have is the one that you always, the sounds from your, while you're still in the womb, that you actually come out. And then even though there are some science takes where it's like when you're still a baby, you basically you experience everything while you're still in the womb. That's Dr. Africa, which was just another take of that. Okay, where, because your mother is transferring everything to you, so whatever they're going through, you get some experience which shape your DNA once you're born, and then from then on, obviously you're gonna have your take in life, but that's another take. So if you're still young, you basically if you're a 4 gig, which is a human mind, there's no space. If you're a 4 gig, when you're still born, you're basically like a 3.75. And then once you go through experiences, anything you take from words, from smells, anything you take, they shape you. So it's only the matter. What actually matters is once you find yourself in situations like that, if you are able to find the core of who you are, you're gonna know what to filter out, what to take in. But now, if you don't have a core of who you really are, you're gonna be all over. You're gonna be influenced easily. You're gonna shape. You're gonna be, you're gonna take anything that drabs off. Let's say you have certain values that you got from home, but now once you find yourself where those values are being tested, like, okay, your mother, Wati, you cannot drink at this time of the night if that's how you are, or you shouldn't drink at all. So now you find yourself, you've been depriving yourself of those experiences. Yes, which is most of the time when you go to university, that's what happens. You've been depriving yourself of those experiences. Now, what's happening is we are forced to be rebellious in a way. So depending on how your values were instilled, or how strong your backbone, which is the only thing that creates a human being, it's how strong your backbone is. That's the only thing that can help you with things when they're bumping you everywhere. You don't just fall.